This is Will Marshall, and in this, our 5th walkthrough video, we're going to talk about the device effects available on each channel in the DJ template. So if we go to our first channel, Clips 1, we'll see that there's one rack on this channel, a macro rack called Effects. Now this macro rack obviously automatically assigns itself to these 8 knobs here, and this macro rack is duplicated across each of the 4 DEX channels. There's also a macro rack on the drums channel with some slightly different effects, but you use it essentially the same way. Now, these effects are pretty straightforward. The first is a cutoff, and this is the only one that's hard to get your head around. Essentially, the cutoff splits the audio into a high and a low frequency band. It does this split losslessly, so there's no quality difference when you've made the split. When they add back together, they're the same. However, the next 5 effects, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, are only applied to the high frequency band, not the low frequency band. This allows you to use the cutoff, which changes what frequency it's split. If it's 127, it's 100% in the low band, and these effects do nothing. And if it's at 0, all of the audio is in the high band, and these effects apply to the full track. This allows you to use this knob to isolate your low frequencies, particularly your kick drums and your bass lines, which are often ruined by effects. And you can apply these effects to the high frequencies without messing up the low. So I'll play those effects for you quickly. The last 2 effects, Fade to Grey and Beat Masher, are not affected by the cutoff. They're my 2 favorite effects. I use them all the time. They sound like this. Now, if you've used the APC much, you'll already understand this, but these 8 knobs reassign when you change channels, and obviously the value of the effect on each channel could be independently. I could have this turned up on channel 2, and it would still be at 0 on channel 1. The APC will update to reflect that. You've also got the 8 effects on the step sequencer rack. They don't have the cutoff, and instead of having the cutoff, they have a few distortion effects, which I'll play you quickly, just to demonstrate what things sound like. So we'll put a pattern into our step sequencer. And so on. Have a play with all those effects, and then you can see how they sound and how they work. That's the last of our walkthrough videos. There's going to be an infographic on the website. You will also be emailed this infographic when you purchase the template, which will give you a quick visual overview of all the features of this template and explain how they work. If you have any questions or comments, please get in touch with me via the support service. I don't necessarily moderate or monitor the comments on YouTube, but if you've purchased one of these templates and you have questions, you can get in touch. You will have been emailed a link to the support service when you bought the template. Thank you very much.